Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight we're going to be discussing how to secure a Linksys WRT54G router. First thing you want to do is you want to actually plug your router into the wall. Give it about 10 seconds to initialize. Then you're going to take one Ethernet cable, plug it into the port on the back of your router labeled Internet. Take the other end of your Ethernet cable, plug it into your internet support provider's modem or into your wall jack. Next thing you want to do is in ports labeled 1 through 4, you want to take a second Ethernet cable and plug it in to the back of one of these ports and then plug it into your laptop or desktop, whichever one you choose to use. And then you're going to actually open up a web address, open up the web browser, and type in the address http://192.168.1.1. This will open up the Linksys, the initial setup page. Once the initial setup page is open, you can actually start going through all of your setup procedures. Such as you should see a tab for, like, the router name. You want to change your router name from something from the default to something unique, so that you can actually it's your actual router name, and it's not somebody else with the simple router name or the basic default router name of Linksys. Next thing you want to do is click on the wireless tab on the settings screen and change the wireless SSID, or the wireless network name, from something from the default to something unique. And you can actually create that and make it a hidden network by disabling the SSID broadcast. The next thing you want to do is click on the wireless security subsection at the top of the page and protect your network by first using the security mode drop-down box and select the WEP instead of the WPA. WP security drop-down box, you want to select 128 bits, 26 hex digits. Then choose a password between 6 and 8 characters long, so that nobody else outside of, let's say, like your friends, your family, anybody who you choose to give the password to can actually access your network for your router. Next you want to click on what's called the MAC filter address, as shown here. This will allow you to actually create a list of authorized users and/or authorized computers, and create a list of also, while creating that list, you can actually prevent unwanted computers from accessing your network. So you type the computer-specific IP address into one of the bars, the MAC filter address. That will actually make it impossible for anybody else without the IP addresses authorized in the MAC filter address to access the network. Finally, you want to click on the administration tab at the top of the page and change the default password to something unique that you can remember, or your family members can remember, or your friends can remember. And after every step, you want to click on Save Settings. If you don't save the settings, your router will not be properly set up, it won't be properly secured. You won't be able to access it if you can't remember the passwords, or if you can't remember your MAC filter address. Every time you go through one of the steps in the settings and the setup process, you want to click Save Settings. That will save the settings, and then your router will be secure. And to recap, you want to take your router, take an Ethernet cable or an Ethernet cable, plug it into the port labeled Internet. Take the other end of the Ethernet cable and plug it into your wall jack or your internet service provider's modem. Take the second cable, plug into your laptop or your desktop. Wait for the setup page to come up. Go through the process, very simple process. And I find it very easy. I went onto Google, I found the setup process actually on Columbia University's website. So if you have any problems, go on to Google set up how to secure a Linksys WRT54G router, and you should be all set.